A probe has three parts. First is the window, second is the body and handle, third is the tail. The very important part is orientation indicator. The window is the space from which the rays, the sonar rays, they will be transmitted. Now, the indicator is present only on one side. And we have to make sure that our indicator, if at all you are scanning from the right hand, the indicator should be at the end of the thumb. That means left side should be the indicator, that is my left should be the indicator, and it should correspond to the left of the screen. So for example, this is my probe and this is my indicator, right? So I will hold the probe like this. So my indicator is here and I'm holding the probe like this. So this side is the thumb, this side is the indicator, and I'm holding it like this. Now, if at all I'm touching the left side of the probe to the maternal surface, the left side of the screen should enlighten. So this is how it should be. Now, if the gel is kept on the left side of the screen becomes bright. That means your left and the screen left is correct. Now the same thing, if you keep gel on the right side of the screen should lighten up. Now for example, you're holding the probe like this. You have kept the gel here, but the right side of the screen lighten up. That means your ulta, you have to rotate the screen, rotate the probe. So not always necessary you need to take a look at the mark, because mark may be different. Sometimes the probe might not have a mark if at all it is an old scanning machine. Looking at the mark is always useful, but getting oriented, probe and directly the screen is the best thing you can do. So as soon as you keep the probe, you touch the screen. Right side should be right side of the screen. Left side of the probe should be left side of the screen. If that is happening, that means you are oriented. So usually the left side of the screen will also have a mark. So left side of the probe will have a mark, left side of the screen will have a mark. So you see everything. You see the orientation, you see the mark on the probe, you see the mark on the screen. All right. So this is how you get oriented to the probe. It takes hardly 2 to 3 seconds, but as soon as you keep the probe, you get oriented and your things become easy henceforward. Now there are a few movements of the probe. I'll tell you, I'll show you how they are done. So for example, this is my maternal surface. Okay. Now I'll keep it straight. Now this is my maternal surface. First is sliding. So this is called as sliding. That means I'm just moving from left to right. Okay. Second is called sweeping. Sweeping is 90 degrees. Forward, backward, forward, backward. Rotation. Rotation is easy. Rotation. Heel. What is heel? This is heel. So how do we walk in heels? One side is up, other side is down. And fan. What is fan? Drop, come back. Drop, come back. So it is that easy, but then not always will one movement give you an answer. So you will have to combine variety of movement. So for example, I might have to sweep, heel, and fan. So to see something which is below, you will have to sweep, heel, and fan. So combination of movements are always there, but these are the basic movements. When I teach my students, I have to tell them that sweep upward, bend or heel this side, fan or rotate this side. So all those things, combination of movements will come. These movements, it is not something very easy to learn, but then it is not something very difficult also. The more you scan, the easier and less time taking it becomes. Moreover, when I started scanning, it was not always difficult that I knew how my movement goes. It is the same way when we drive a car. So after some time, it comes onto your, sixth sense, like instinct. Okay, I have to turn right. Same way, in the pro movements, you have to go fan. You have to go heel. All these things, it will come, the more you scan, the more it will do. More importantly is the hand-eye coordination. So if you have a very good hand-eye coordination, ultrasound becomes very easy for us. Now, okay, now we talk, this was about the probe movements. Now we talk about getting how to get oriented with the fetus. Now, for example, I have a fetus. In what three important sections should I see the fetus? Now, it is a 3D structure. It is not a 2D structure. So there only will not be sagittal and axial. There's something called as coronal also. So here, for example, it is seen. Now, this is the body. This is the head. Mind you, fetus will never be straight. If at all the fetus is straight, the work becomes very easy. Fetus will always be moving, they will always be bent, they'll always be curved. So, for every different aspect of the body, you need to focus separately. If you're looking at the head, you cannot be looking at the tummy and the head at the same time. You have to just focus on the head, because axial of the head will not be axial of the stomach. Axial of the stomach will not be axial of the limbs. So here, for example, axial means horizontal slicing. So axial of the head is this. You can see here. Axial of the body is this. So see, they are not parallel, right? So axial of the body, axial of the head. Same way axial of the limbs will be here. Similarly, what is sagittal? Now sagittal is straight cut. So here also it won't be straight cut. It will be like this and then like this, right? And what is coronal? Coronal is looking from front or looking from back. So this is coronal and this is coronal. So what is different between axial and sagittal? A sagittal will divide the body into right and left. A axial will divide the body into top and bottom. A coronal will divide the body into front and back. So this is coronal. My face will look in. If I want to see my face, I have to look at coronal. If I want to look at the side of my face, I have to see sagittal. If I want to see part of my brain, I have to look at axial. So this is difference between coronal, sagittal, and axial. Got it? Now, all the three planes are important in anomaly scan. There are a few structures which has to be seen in all the three planes. There are a few structures which has to be seen in axial, and there are a few structures which has to be seen in sagittal. So probe movements from one plane to another should be very thoughtful. So if you are in axial, you want to go in sagittal, you have to turn 90 degree. You are in sag, you have to go to coronal, you have to again turn 90 degree but at a different plane. Got it?